What's up, guys? Here checking in from college. This video is going to be pretty different. So I was filming a course review for Pineland Farms last week, and I was editing it when I saw that the main championship was happening there at Pineland Farms, and I saw Simon and Casey were playing there. So I was like, you know what? This is the perfect time to see how my game would compare to Simon's or compare to a pro's. So this video is going to be me playing side by side with Simon and seeing how our shots compare, and I'll be narrating over it. Some things to keep in mind: this was the very first time I played this course, so I'm going to be at a bit of a disadvantage. However, Simon was playing with elevated baskets, and he was playing with the pressure of having people watching him and being in a real tournament for money. So I guess those even out because he's feeling more pressure, but I've never played the course, so I think this should be pretty even. So I think this is the best representation that I can get. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's just check it out. What's up, guys? Welcome to the coverage of me versus Simon. So here we have hole 1, 298 feet, par 3. So here I go with just a bit of a straight shot, and hyzer's out, coming up just a bit short. Simon lining up the shot, and he goes with a big spike hyzer with almost no effort, but absolutely parks it 5 feet from the basket. And as you guys can clearly tell, I filmed this a couple days before the Pineland tournament, so I was playing on non-elevated baskets, so you'll see that throughout the whole game. And Simon just tapping out his birdie. We're on to hole 2, 390 feet, par 3. Pretty much want to go with a kind of a straight shot, have it maybe hyzer out at the end, and there's a little bit of a tight green. So we got Simon lining up a shot. Goes with the mid-range and just puts it a little bit too far on the inside. You can tell he didn't like that coming out of the hand. Hyzer's out a little bit too far into the woods, but that should be a pretty safe spot. Nothing too bad from there. I decided to go with a flick with my Firebird. Just try to keep it in the middle of the fairway. Just give myself an easy chance for par. I've never played this course before, so I don't want to get too crazy right off the tee. And I have a pretty good upshot. So here's Simon from about 80 feet. Giving it a bit of a run, honestly, and not too far off. He's parked. I have about a 30-footer, and thankfully sink it in. Simon just tapping out his par. So here we have hole 3, 188 feet, par 3. You want to either throw a backhand turnover or a very tight flick. So here you see Simon lining up that backhand turnover. And a great release, and just hyzers out a little early, but still, he has a great putt. And here, I make my first mistake, which is I leave that turnover a little too wide and hit a tree. So yeah, definitely not the shot I was going for, but here we have Simon knocking down his second birdie. A great putt. Leave it a little low, but no worries. Happening at Bogue. Hole 4, 625 feet, par 4, and this is a beautiful hole with the American flag at the top. Just a great looking hole overall. Here we have Simon. He releases it and just turns it over a little much, and that needs to get back out, needs to flatten out, but unfortunately hits a tree and goes out of bounds. I go with more of a middle shot. I obviously don't have the power to get it all the way OB into the woods, so I don't even have to worry about that. So I'm middle of the fairway, just go with another kind of big shot, big turnover, throwing it straight, nothing really in the way. And here we have Simon with an approach, probably 300 feet, close to it. And a great approach. Slides down the hill a little bit, but he's got a putt. Here I go with my Firebird flick approach. I feel comfortable with that shot. Just rolls a little bit down the hill, but once again I have a putt. And here we have Simon to tap out his par. I don't know what happened there, folks. That is an absolute chain out. That is unfair. Watch the slow-mo replay. Just goes right through the chains. I don't know what happened. And here we have putt for me and par. Hole 5, 530 feet, par 4. Another great looking hole. This one will definitely be easier for those people that can throw in that 500-foot range, which is not me. I just throw a clean toss right down the middle, get some good distance in a safe spot. Nothing too special. Simon goes with an unbelievably large backhand turnover shot and just lands right in front of that opening. A great shot from there. I go with just another shot right down the fairway. I'm just playing this hole for par, you know. I can't really throw as far as Simon does, so birdie is a very big challenge for me there. Simon with a great upshot. This is like, 5 feet from the basket, not too far. Once again with my Firebird flick approach. And just tapping out my par. Simon tapping out his birdie. Hole 6, 492 feet, par 4. This was a big turn to the right, and then another about 300 feet to the basket. Here we see Simon lining up his backhand turnover with his clear MD. And a nice shot. Gets knocked down by some leaves, but in a great spot. My flick just leaving it a little low. Not the height I wanted, but second flick puts me in the middle of the fairway. And here's Simon with about a 300-foot approach. Goes straight right at the basket. Unfortunately, slides down the hill a little bit. It's a fast green when you get there. My approach shot, hyzering out a little early as well, leaving quite a bit to be desired. Big putt, leaving it a little short. Simon with a uphill 40-footer. Close run. And Simon tap out his par. Great putt, middle of the chains. And once again, not the elevator basket. Hole 7, 406, par 4. This one you want to hyzer it out right into the middle of the fairway and leave yourself with an uphill approach shot. So here we have Simon going with a hyzer, and unfortunately hits an early tree, lands in the woods. I go with my hyzer and I throw the same shot Simon did, but I get a little sneaky. I land in the middle of the fairway. So we have Simon with a difficult approach shot and a straight line, and that looks pretty nice. He's got a shot for for birdie, which is all you can really ask for. Here we have probably my best approach shot of the entire round. My flick Firebird once again. Parked it right under the basket for birdie. Simon going for a birdie of his own. And just a little off, a little high, but he's parked there for par. Taps out his par, and here I go with my first birdie of the round. Hole 8, 300 feet, par 3. You pretty much just want to clear this hill with some nice power and just hope it gets through these trees. You can't really see the basket from where the tee is. Here I go with a straight shot, and I was really happy about that. I saw it fly right where I wanted it. Unfortunately, hit one of the trees right before it got to the basket, so I'm still a little bit far. Simon going to this mid-range, I believe. A nice looking shot, and seems to be getting through everything. Just a little bit far, a little bit of a difficult putt there, but it's definitely possible. I just approached with my zone, and Simon giving it a bit of a run, just a little short as well. I'm just tapping out my par, and Simon tapping out as well. Hole 9, 357 feet, par 3. This one you want to stay clear right here through this gap, and then just approach onto the very fast green. So I just throw it right into the middle of the fairway, not a bad spot. Simon with ready to drive, and unfortunately hits another tree, not a great spot to be at. Simon just lines up a putt, throws it over, and look at this approach shot. A great shot there. And I just toss it up. It slides down the hill a little bit, but not a bad spot. I have about a 30-foot uphill putt coming back, and I sink it. I was very happy about that one. And Simon, I guess he must have gone out of bounds because he picked up a bogey there. So that's unfortunate. Hole 10, 546 feet, par 4. This one's quite a challenging one. As you can see, there's many trees in the way. It's uphill the entire time, and then going into another very well guarded green. Here I go with my Avenger SS. Just trying to get it up there. Not in a bad spot, but kind of gets knocked out at the end and goes into the woods. Simon with a clean shot through, skips up, and that's a great spot to be. I have to go with just a blind flick, just trying to get it out into the opening. I was behind it like 20 trees. Another kind of blind flick. Don't really know where the basket is quite yet. Simon with a beautiful approach shot, and he is parked for birdie. I just approach with my buzz, and Simon tapping in a birdie, beautifully played in this hole. I tap out my bogey, so unfortunately,
Turbo.
2 strokes lost to Simon. Hole 11, par 3, 358 feet. Another kind of challenging par 3. It's uphill the entire way, and a lot of tough trees to get through. Simon with a cutting hyzer and hits those rocks. Would have been really nice if it didn't hit those rocks. I just throw a very straight shot, get pretty clean through. Unfortunately, didn't hyzer enough, so I have to go with this little bit of a awkward approach shot, and it hit those rocks and just took a little bit of the heat out of it. Simon running his birdie, just a little off, but a good run. And me off on my par putt. Simon taps in his par. I tap in another bogey. Hole 12, 393 feet, par 3. This one is a pretty interesting hole. As you can tell, this basket is not the easiest to get to. Simon going with backhand turnover, and gets pretty clean, but gets knocked down at the end by those trees. I'm going again with my Firebird flick, one of my favorite shots in the game, as you guys can tell. Middle of the fairway. Simon with a nice putter up shot, and almost cashing it in. Goes a little far. I'm going with my Buzz approach shot, and probably my second best approach shot in the round. It's parked. Simon with a nice putt, tapping out his par, and I also get a par. I forgot I did that. Hole 13, par 3, 277 feet. This one's also a blind basket. You're just kind of throwing it down there. If you're going with a backhand, you're going a little bit of Anheuser. If you're going with a flick, you're just kind of trying to get it down there. Simon goes with the backhand turnover, catches an early tree, but he should be in a fine spot. Simon Lizotte. I go with a flick, throw it a little higher than I wanted to, and I think it catches a little bit of the shrubbery up there, but it should be fine again. A lot of these holes here in Pineland Farms are like you're okay with a par, you're okay with taking a par because they're very tough birdies, and they're very easy bogeys. So there I am, parking it for par. Simon taps out his par, and just pars overall on this hole. Hole 14, 291 feet, par 3, and you pretty much just have to hit this first gap and then just get it close. Try not to hit that hill too much so you don't roll. Going with a backhand turnover. This has got to be the best backhand turnover I've ever thrown in my life, if I'm being honest with you guys. Flew right past the basket, rolled back a little bit, and it ended up being parked for birdie. Simon with another backhand turnover, looking beautiful. And that's right there. And me and Simon, Simon picking up his birdie. I obviously wasn't there, but if I had been, me and Simon would have been the only people to pick up birdies on this card, which I thought was pretty interesting, because I didn't think I would be playing better than 3 other people on a lead card, but it made me feel pretty good about that backhand turnover, which I said was the best I've ever thrown. Hole 15, 695 feet, par 4. Once again, helps to have a huge arm like Simon. I go with just a nice hyzer right in the middle, just trying to get into the middle of the fairway. Like I said, I'm playing this hole for par. Simon goes with a big shot and just throws a little low right towards those trees and gets a luckily out. He's in a great spot now for a birdie look. I go with a strike turnover, and then it hyzers back and ends up being a beautiful shot. Simon, 200 feet away about. Nice putter up shot, and he's right about probably 32 feet away from the basket for a birdie look. Just a nice flick approach, and Simon looking for his birdie. Just a little low. I guess it spit out again. I tap in my par. I'm happy with my par. Simon taps in his par. He is not happy with the par. That's a big difference between me and Simon. Hole 16, par 3, 216 feet. And this is a nice looking hole. You just have to have a nice soft approach shot pretty much from the tee. And Simon going with a putter. Throws a little, and he does not like it. Was not happy with it. Hits the hill and rolls down quite a bit. Yeah, leaving him about an 80-foot uphill putt. I go with my titanium Buzz.
Oh my god.
And flies and lands on top of the hill, so I have a look at birdie. Simon, about probably 90 feet actually, goes for it and unfortunately catches some wind and goes far on the other side. Simon to try to get his par. That's an unfortunate break. And I actually had, like I said, I wasn't there, but if I had been, I had the only birdie of the card for this
group of guys, which I was very surprised by, but I guess I also don't have the added pressure of people watching. Hole 17, par 3, 337 feet. And this one's again pretty tough par 3. There's a lot of trees in the way. You have to play it nearly perfectly, which I do not do with this drive. That was a bit of a shank. I released it very low. Meanwhile, Simon is about to go with a massive spike anhyzer. I do not know how he threw that high. He literally threw it over all of the trees. I go with just a turnover, just trying to get it close to the basket. There was a lot of trees in the way, so I had to get creative. Simon off the knee, throwing it through the woods, and a great approach shot. And I thought it was kind of funny here. Me and Simon, I think, have the exact same putt from the exact same place. I leave it a little short. Simon cashes it. So, big difference in our putting there. Clearly his putting is a lot stronger. I tap in my bogey. Hole 18, 505 feet, par 4. This is a nice hole to end on. Just looks very beautiful. You're trying to throw a bit of a big hyzer at the beginning just to get yourself a good angle for the basket. Simon throwing a nice shot. Looking really good. Hits those branches at the top. I go with a very straight shot, just trying to get hyzer at the end. Pretty much exactly what I planned. I'm just trying to throw it uphill. Still quite a good amount of distance to the basket. Nice. So here we have Simon from about probably 300 feet away from the basket. Goes with a big hyzer, and what an upshot. That's a beautiful upshot. And I'm actually pretty happy with that upshot myself. Parked for par. Woo! Tapping out my par, ending with a score of 2 over, which I'm actually pretty happy about. Simon tapping out for 3 under. So only a 5-stroke difference, which I was very happy with.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. So, I'm actually pretty happy with how it came out. I worked really hard on this video, and I'm very proud and happy that I was only 5 strokes behind. It was obviously it was not his best round. You could tell he was not that happy with it, and I know for a fact he obviously would crush me anytime we play. But it's just fun to see, like, how I can compare to a pro. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Check out more course reviews or more challenges that me and Eli do. And feel free to subscribe if you guys enjoy this content. Have a good one, guys.